Hi guys, it's cookie season and I have 8 of my favorite cookies for you today. You know I actually don't love making cookies. I love cookies, but I don't like the long process of making cookies, all the whipping up of the butter and sugar and measuring everything out by weight and perfectly so that you get the perfect cookie texture, and if there is a single error, your cookie just gets spoiled. That's not the stress that I want in holiday baking. So I came up with this cookie dough that is foolproof, needs just one bowl, no whipping up butter or sugar needed, and it takes just 5 minutes to put together. And these cookies come out perfect every single time. Even if there is a little bit of error in the measurement, they'll either be a little thicker or a little thinner, but they'll still work out just perfectly. Also, since we're not using any flour and using almond flour instead, they're kind of like breakfast cookies and you can indulge in even more. You can bake them longer to make a crispier cookie. You can bake them shorter amount of time to get a chewy cookie. They have a great texture and they're also great with different spices and flavors. Use super fine blanched almond flour so that it gives you a great texture. With almond meal, they'll have a bit more grainy texture and also might taste a little bit more earthy. So use the fine almond flour for the best results. This is perfect for anybody, even if you've never baked a cookie in your life or if you're a seasoned baker. Do try this cookie dough. It's a blank slate. You can change it up to your preference and make your favorite cookie. Since it's a vegan cookie dough, you can also eat all of the entire cookie dough instead of baking it. Let's start with my easy lemon poppy seed cookies. These are the simplest cookies. We mix all the dry ingredients in a bowl and then combine it with the wet ingredients. That's usually the maple syrup, coconut oil, and vanilla extract. We also add in some lemon zest and poppy seeds in there and mix really well until you have a soft dough which is just about slightly sticky. Depending on the texture you want out of the cookies, you can chill this dough or not. Then scoop the dough onto a parchment-lined baking sheet and bake until the cookies have spread and are starting to turn golden on the edges. Then remove them from the oven, let them sit for about 5 minutes or so, and your cookies are ready. If you don't have poppy seeds, add in some chia seeds instead or just omit them. The next one we're gonna make are my baklava cookies. These are fantastic cookies. We use this nutty, zesty filling that you would normally add to a baklava, but we add that to our cookie. We make our simple dough, we add some lemon zest to it for flavor, and then we process some nuts with some dates and lemon zest to make this delicious nutty mixture that we press onto each cookie and bake. They're chewy, nutty, zesty, and they taste like a baklava on a cookie. These have been really popular in the blog, so do try these and let me know how you like them. The next one we're gonna make are my Almond Joy Cookies, which are really simple. We add some coconut to the dry ingredients as well into the base dough, and then once the dough is formed, we fold in some chopped chocolate and slivers of almonds and then scoop that dough and bake to get crispy coconutty Almond Joy Cookies. The fourth one in the list are my Tiramisu cookies. I know what you're thinking, how are we going to put all of those flavors from a tiramisu in a cookie along with some texture as well? But wait, we are going to do that by making a coffee caramel and using some vegan cream cheese mixed with some sugar and also adding coffee or cocoa to our cookie dough. Once the cookie dough is ready, scoop it out onto a parchment-lined baking sheet, flatten it a little bit, then add small amounts of the sweetened cream cheese, drizzle some coffee caramel on top, and then fold that dough over to kind of make a stuffed cookie. And then we bake these cookies These cookies will flatten out a bit in the oven, and when they come out of the oven and you break these cookies, they'll be filled with this creamy cream cheese mixture and a gooey coffee caramel, and they will taste just heavenly. So do try these cookies and let me know how you like them as well. The fifth one in the list are my pumpkin spice roll cookies. These are like cinnamon rolls in a cookie form, but with pumpkin pie spice instead of cinnamon. To make the pumpkin spice roll cookies, we make our cookie dough and then spread out the cookie dough on parchment and spread our pumpkin and spice mixture on the cookie dough, and we roll it up like a cinnamon roll using the parchment sheet, and then chill it so that it's easier to slice, and then slice those cookies and bake. They're the perfect fall cookie. If you don't like pumpkin, just use cinnamon sugar instead. The sixth one in the series are my classic ginger molasses cookies. These are also really popular on the blog for a reason. They're super simple, they're chewy, they're spiced, and they're the perfect holiday cookie. We just add all of the dry ingredients and all of the spices in a bowl, and then fold in all of the wet ingredients, the maple syrup, coconut oil, vanilla extract, and molasses, and mix it into a slightly sticky dough that we chill for a bit, and then scoop the cookie dough, roll in some sugar, and bake. These spread out and become crackly, and they smell amazing while baking and are just perfectly delicious. The seventh in the series are my blueberry muffin cookies. These are perfect if you like the streusel topping of a blueberry muffin and you want the blueberries but you don't want the muffin. These are just the cookies for you. We make our cookie dough, use some of the cookie dough to make a streusel topping with some more almond flour, some more sugar, and some blueberries, and then sprinkle the blueberry streusel topping on each of the cookies and bake them to get these delicious blueberry muffin cookies. The last one in the series are my Snickers cookies. It's It's Snickers in a cookie form and so much more simpler to make. We make our cookie dough, we add chopped up dates and chopped up roasted peanuts to our cookie dough, and we bake the cookies and dip them in melted chocolate. The dates make the cookies chewy and add that caramel flavor. There is the peanut flavor from the chopped peanuts in there and the melted chocolate to round all of that up. If you don't want to make these into cookies, just spread the cookie dough in a brownie pan and make Snickers bars instead. There are many more almond flour cookies and regular cookies on the blog as well. If you don't want to use almond flour, make my classic chocolate chip cookies with all-purpose flour and coconut oil. Make my shortbread, make my chickpea flour cookies, make my pistachio cookies, and so many more. There are tons of options for everybody on the blog. If you try any of these cookies, do let me know in the comments how you like them. Don't forget to review them on the blog as well. Also, if you like my recipes, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Happy holidays and happy baking!